If we want to find the cosine of an angle, and we don't have a triangle to go with it, well, we kind of have to plug it into the calculator. And you can see these angles are given to us as angles with degrees and minutes. So what I'd want to do here first is I probably want to convert this to a number of degrees just in decimal form. So 54 plus 28 sixtieths. Pull out my calculator. 54 plus 28 over 60, because a minute is a 60th of a degree, so this gives me 54.46 repeating equals 54.46 repeating. And actually, I'm fine with just putting this into the calculator. I'm going to do cosine of that. Ignore the h on these other keys, the sine h, cosine h, and tan h. Sometimes people call this sinh, cosh, and tanh. Those are hyperbolic sines, cosines, and tangents. That's something else. So we only want the cosine, the sine, and the tangent for the purposes of this class. So cosine of this angle gives me 0.5811. I'll call it 0.581. 54 degrees, 28 minutes is approximately 0.581. What does that mean? Well, it means that if I had a right triangle where this is a 54 degree and 28 minute angle, and I was to take this, the length of this side divided by the length of the hypotenuse, that ratio would always come out to be 0.581. So if I knew either of those, I could actually use this to find the length of the other. So if I knew what length this was, and I knew what angle this is, I could use that to find the length of the hypotenuse. Or if I had the length of the hypotenuse, I could use it to find this. Alright, for the sine of 71 degrees 26 minutes, 71 degrees 26 minutes, so 71 plus 26 over 60. Sine of this is equal to, I don't really need to evaluate that in two separate calls on the calculator. I can just say sine of parentheses 71 plus 26 over 60. I don't really need to see what the 76, what that degree, what that angle is in degrees, in just its decimal form. I don't really need to see that. All right, so this one says 0.94, we'll call it 8, 0.948. And finally, tangent of this would be tangent of 18 plus 51 sixtieths. So I'll hit tan on my calculator. Parentheses, 18 plus 51 sixtieths gives me 0.341.